Big news coming out of New York's cannabis market, and it's not good. Hundreds of dispensaries and applicants are facing a major setback that could cost businesses millions, and many may suffer financial ruin. The Office of Cannabis Management has corrected its interpretation of the law, and now locations that were previously approved may no longer comply. Hi, I'm Dr. McCann. I'm the co-founder of New York's leading cannabis consulting firm, CannDelta. And in this video, I'll be explaining what's happening, what this means for your business, and what 3 options you have moving forward. Here's the situation. Cannabis Law Section 72, Part 6 clearly states that a dispensary can't be located within 500 feet of a school or 200 feet from a house of worship. For a while, OCM used guidance that measured this incorrectly, often entrance to entrance or along the road. Recently, they corrected this interpretation and sent out hundreds of letters, and now distances must be measured in a straight line from your dispensary entrance to the nearest part of the property line of a school or a house of worship. This might sound like a small technical change, but it's impacted well over 100 operators. This correction affects 105 licensed dispensaries that are currently open and 47 pending applicants. That's 152 businesses across the state. If your site isn't compliant, you need to act quickly. So what does this mean for you? You essentially have 3 options: fight, sell, or relocate. Let's break down each one. Let's take a look at your first option, which is fighting back. This means lobbying or taking legal action. It's best for businesses that are already profitable and heavily invested in their current location, who may also have limited relocation options in their area. This could be worth exploring for operations in the city where moving could be next to impossible. Several law firms are already advising operators prepare for legal challenges. Foley Hogue, with attorney such as Jeffrey Schultz, has informed clients to start organizing a defense strategy. They've been offering free consultation calls. Similarly, Holland and Scriver, along with cannabis attorney Michael McGuire, are arranging meetings for affected operators throughout the week. Many legal experts are discussing these changes on social media and have been in calls with operators every single day, morning, noon, and night. If you're considering this option, here's what fighting back could look like. Join or organize a coalition. Team up with other affected operators to strengthen your voice. Engage lobbyists. Work with professionals who understand Albany and the legislative process. Legal action. Some businesses may challenge the interpretation in court, especially if there's evidence of reliance on old guidance. Keep in mind, this approach takes time and money, and there's no guarantee of success. But for some, it might be the only path forward. Organizing with a law firm who's working with several other applicants could help to defer costs. The second option is selling your license or business if relocating is impossible, or if the cost of rebuilding your dispensary doesn't make sense financially. Selling your license could be another potential option that may be a smart move. And here's why. You can exit now and recover some of your investment. You could potentially hold on to your lease and pivot to another business model that would fit the space. There's an active demand for retail licenses with limited availability in New York. You might be surprised by the interest you get. Selling isn't easy, but it might be the most realistic option for a lot of folks. Option 3 is simply finding a new location. Even though it's definitely a huge and expensive inconvenience, this could be the best path forward for many who would like to continue their business. It is ideal for businesses who have access to capital and the ability to quickly move and find a suitable location that matches what the OCM is enforcing in terms of setback distances. If you're still considered an applicant, which seems to mean you haven't been approved to operate yet, then you could be eligible to receive some compensation. The state has set up a $15 million applicant relief fund offering up to $250,000 for relocation or for improvements. But, like I mentioned, this only applies to certain applicants. So if you're thinking about relocating, keep in mind that you'll need to do the following. Identify a compliant site that meets the 500-foot and 200-foot setback rules from schools and houses of worship, respectively. Negotiate a new lease. Get through the municipal approval process again and complete your build-out. It's definitely not easy, but it is the best way to protect your license and your future revenue. No matter which option you're considering, whether it be fighting, selling, or relocating, you need a strategy. At CannDelta, we've worked with hundreds of cannabis businesses across the U.S., and we have a strong presence right here in New York. We can help you assess your options based on your current financial position, your location, and your goals. We can help connect with buyers and sellers if you're exploring a sale. We can help to navigate the relocation, including site selection, compliance checks, and municipal approvals. And if you're thinking about lobbying, we'll point you in the right direction. For those who would like direct introductions to some of the law firms who are helping to speak with operators to determine if a lawsuit is appropriate, we'd be happy to make introductions on your behalf. Book a consultation with us today and we'll walk you through the best path forward. This is one of the biggest challenges New York's cannabis industry has ever faced, and one of the toughest videos we've had to film and distribute amongst existing cannabis operators. Doing nothing is not an option. Click the link below to schedule your consultation with CannDelta, and let's get you moving back in the right direction. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the bell for updates on this situation and everything else you need to know about running a compliant cannabis business in the state of New York and elsewhere. I'm Dr. Lucas McCann, signing off.